Shalom. I would like to first start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to the hopeful elect pushing this word in truth and sincerity. And to the sisters out there who watch, learn, and listen. All right. My name is Yasha Rala with Great Millstone, Chicago. And this is Scripture of the Day. All right. This is the account where when Yahweh Shai was betrayed by Judas, okay. All right, I'm gonna read Matthew's 26. Okay, I'm gonna read 26 and 51. And behold, one of them which were with Yahweh Shai stretched out his hand and drew his sword and struck a servant of the high priest's and smote off his ear. So this is Peter. One of them was that was Peter. So what Peter did was he pulled out his sword and he basically he struck the high priest servant and basically cut his ear off when they were trying to capture Yahweh Shai, you know. Verse 52. Then said Yahweh Shai unto him, put up again thy sword into his place, for all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword. And that's the point right there. He told Peter to basically put the sword back in its place, put it back in its sheath, for all, and this is the point, for all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword. Right. And because our weapons of warfare are not carnal, it's spiritual. Our main weapon is this word, like the scripture says, the word is sharper than any two-edged sword. The Bible, that's our weapon. That's our sword. But here Peter got physical with the literal sword, and Yahweh Shai told him to put it away. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Okay, and technically that's Esau's blessing. Esau was blessed with the sword. Genesis 27, I believe. It said, by the sword thy shalt live. And Revelations 13, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. So ultimately Esau's gonna die by the biggest sword he got is the nuclear missile. He's gonna perish by that sword. But Yahweh Shai here telling Peter, to put that sword back. He told him, hey, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. We gotta be spiritual. We can't force anything. We gotta let Yahweh Shai take their the way how they had it set up. We gotta let that take its course. We can't force anything to happen. We gotta just sit back and let it play out. Just like Peter was ready to, you trying to take Yahweh Shai, nah, and then he was bucking up, which would stop the prophecies. But Yahweh Shai told him, basically put your sword away. This is what's supposed to happen, And again, You know, we ain't really supposed to be carnal. You know, because we can't fight Esau with with a sword. His even if the with the modern day sword, the gun, man, Esau would shut us down in a heartbeat. You know, that's why our weapons of warfare are not, you know, carnal. They're spiritual. You know, our weapon is this word. You know, this word is sharper than any two-edged sword. So you know, um, we got to keep that in mind. Cause GMS, Great Millstone, we're not banging on Esau, you know, sort of say we're the only way we're banging on Esau is with this word, you know. That's how we banging on Esau, you know, because right now Esau's banging on Esau, and Esau's banging on Yasharala, okay, until Yahweh Shai comes back, you know, then that's when we're gonna get that power, Lord willing, you know, to take down these kingdoms. So I'll just read it again. Matthew 26 and 51. And behold, one of them which were with Yahushua stretched out his hand and drew his sword and struck a servant of the high priests and smote off his ear. Then said Yahushua unto him, put up again thy sword into his place, for all that take the sword shall perish with the sword. Right? So, hey, the only sword we got to defend ourselves with is this word, and that's the only sword we need. You know, Esau's blessing is the sword. Hey, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. You know? Whoever was meant to be edified, hope you were. Till next time, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to the hopeful elect pushing this word in truth and sincerity. And to the sisters out there who watch, learn, and listen. Till next time, Shalom.